pulled me over, had me get out the car, and patted me down. No one likes cops. I love you. On today's episode of Taft'S Cookout, we're going to be talking about the meeting that we had yesterday at 9:30 down at Gallery Road with Tony Tritt, who's the co-founder of Tritt Quality Homes and Tritt Realty. I set up this meeting to first check in on my friend to get some advice on my run of show for this event. I wanted to pick the brain of an established entrepreneur as well as an honorable man. He's a man who loves his family, God, philanthropy, as well as hard work. So he told me nobody wants to listen to speeches all day. So I had like my speech and then chief of police, chief of UWG police. And he said that's not going to grab anyone's attention. So instead, have a brief speech and then fill in with cornhole. Have another brief speech, fill it in with the kids playing in the playground, and then have another brief speech and do the sack racing. So thank you, Tony, because I probably would have had people in there like pulling their hair out like, oh my gosh, it's so boring, it's so boring. He then said I shouldn't do the 3v3 basketball because we all played sports when we were younger. It might get a little too physical. So I changed it to 2-ball or maybe horse. Y'all can comment 2-ball or horse, which is 2-ball is just all around the world. And he also directed me to Joanna Wrights, who's like very big on pickleball. So pickleball is one event we're going to have as well. So Joanna Wrights, you might be the next meeting. He believes that cops showing up without uniforms on will show humility and that we're all humans and we're all the same. Toward the end of the meeting, he told me this story between David Daniels, who owns a Chick-fil-A in town. And David Daniels told him that there was a time where a man came in and he was angry and he was yelling at the 17-year-old that worked for Chick-fil-A saying, hey, you got my wrong order, just yelling at the 17-year-old girl. And the girl just started bawling out crying because she's like, why am I getting yelled at? I didn't know that this wasn't the suit that you wanted. So David Daniels, the owner, came out and said, hey, man, don't yell at my family like that because Chick-fil-A considers each other family. He said, just roll up and then we'll get you the suit that you want. David comes out and he gives him his suit and the man is just bawling out crying. And the man tells him that, I'm sorry, my wife is dying in the hospital right now and all she wanted was her favorite suit. So moral of the story, you never know what someone is really going through. So spread love and kindness every chance that you get. For me, this instance, I don't know what the officer was going through when he pulled me over, had me get out the car and patted me down. I don't know what he was going through, but I can't just judge him for one act that he did. Just like the man, you never know what he's going through, so we must forgive. You never know what someone's going through, so we must forgive. He then went on to say that there has always been a disalignment between the African American and law enforcement communities. He also shared his own perspective for others that aren't African American. No one likes cops. He said whenever someone gets pulled over, they're like, oh my goodness, I got pulled over, I got pulled over, I got pulled over. So he said no one likes cops. No matter their race, they don't want to get pulled over and see those lights behind them. And he thought about it from a cop perspective. He said he believes that cops are undervalued as well as underappreciated. He believes that they feel that way as well. Then I interrupted and said, wait, so do black people. So do African Americans feel undervalued and underappreciated. So that's what we have in common. Our common unity, our community is LOVE, is love. No matter if you're 92 or 2, everyone wants to hear the words, I love you. He wrapped it up with telling me that his preacher told him that some of the greatest preaching is you simply telling your story. He told me that my story is my marketing. He said that's how people are going to show up for this event and bring common unity and love. So I plan on sharing my story to y'all. He said 99% of people will use this to divide, but I'm using it to bring people together, turning something that's less ideal into love and not choosing hate, victimhood, or anger. So stay tuned. We might have a ride along with the officer, as well as a ton of other meetings. So Taft Talks, I'm going to take y'all behind the scenes. Woo!